Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Sir Dr. R.D. M. Ali, MPD, as a first examiner, the Honorable Sir Robi Soma, MPD, as a second examiner, the Honorable Mrs. Dutifolia, MPD, as a first supervisor, the Honorable Mrs. Nelly Arif, MPD, as a second supervisor. I'm Adam Dwi Cahyo, ex-master student of English Department Program in Jambi University. I would like to present my thesis proposal entitled Analysis of the Teacher Strategies in Teaching Speaking through Online Learning at 11th grade in SMK Negeri 3 Kota Jambi. Here are the contents of my thesis proposal. In the chapter 1, Introduction, contents of research background, research question, research purpose, research limitation, research significance, and the definition of key terms. And chapter 2, review related literatures, content, theoretical framework, and previous related research. And in chapter 3, research method contains research design, research setting, data collection, trustworthiness, data analysis. Here I would like to explain about my background of study. Due to the pandemic, which results in student experience teaching and learning activities online from home at SMK Negeri 3 Jambi City, online learning was the first time learning was carried out there, so that the knowledge was transferred by the teacher to student more comfortable and can also be well received by the student. According to researchers, speaking is the most difficult skills among the other skills because speaking requires continuous and intense learning. In this study, the researchers hope that the result of this study can be used as a source to broaden the researchers' insight into the speaking field, especially the teachers' strategy in teaching speaking in English online learning. The next point is research question. In this research, the researchers already formulated two questions of the research. The first is, what does the strategy used by the teacher in teaching speaking in online learning during COVID-19 pandemic? The second question is, what are teachers' problem and solution in teaching speaking in online learning during COVID-19 pandemic? As followed the research question, the purpose of this research is to find out the strategy used by the teacher in teaching speaking during online learning, and the researchers want to know what the problem faced by the teacher and how the teacher overcome the problem. Researchers also limit this research only for teachers who teach English in SMK Negeri 3 Kota Jambi, especially at 11th grade. Then this research only focuses on analyzing teacher strategies. Significance of the research for writer is this research will increase knowledge and also a description of teaching in the classroom. For teacher, this research is expected to be used as evaluation and consideration in teaching. For university, this research is expected to qualify as literature object. For the researcher, this study is expected to be helpful for their research as a reference. Last point in chapter 1 is definition of key terms. The researcher formulated three main definitions in this research. The first is teacher strategy. The strategy is a teacher's tools to deal with any problem in a learning process to promote effective learning outcomes. In this paper, the terms of teacher strategy refers to participants' preparation in online learning, especially for speaking skills. And point speaking. Speaking is an interactive process of constructing meaning that involves producing and receiving and processing information. The definition of speaking in this paper refers to ability to producing and receiving and processing information. The last definition of key terms is online learning. Online learning is a learning situation including synchronous and asynchronous use devices such as handphone, computer, and laptops are connected to the internet. The definition of online learning in this study is used to describe the method used by teachers in implementing online learning. Next discussion is review related literature. In this chapter discuss about theoretical framework and previous related research. The definition of speaking proposed by Douglas Brown: speaking is an interactive process of constructing meaning that involves producing and receiving and processing information. Furthermore, Tarigan states that speaking is the ability to produce sound or words to express, to state, and to show thought, idea, and feeling. Therefore, speaking is not merely the utterance of sound, symbol, or words. From the explanation above, it can be concluded that the teaching speaking has to consider as speaking is a tool to communicate and to transfer the idea. The researcher also considered about types of speaking proposed by Brown. He described 5 categories of speaking skill area. Those 5 categories are: the first is imitative. These types require the ability to use intonation to concentrate on those vocabulary components. The key here is to concentrate on pronunciation. In the context of instruction, the instructor uses preparation. The explanation is that student will listen and repeat words orally with the use of drills. And the second is intensive. Intensive is the output of the student who learn certain phonological and grammatical language elements. It normally positions students doing the job in a pair groups, such as reading aloud, reading paragraph, reading dialogue with friend, reading map knowledge, and so on. And the next is responsive. Interaction and interpretation of tests involves repeat results, but at somewhat reduced level of very short talks, normal gathering and brief discussion, basic question and remarks. This is a kind of brief response, providing direction or instruction to teacher or student who have initiate question or remarks. Their response are typically meaningful and appropriate. The next is transactional or dialogue. It is carried out to convey or exchange specific information. The last is interpersonal. It is carried out more to maintain social relationship than for the transmission or fact and information. The forms of interpersonal speaking performs are interview, role-play, discussion, conversation, and games. And also the researcher consider about teaching speaking. The most important reason to teach speaking is to develop oral fluently, namely the ability to express oneself intelligibility, sensibility accurately, and without hesitation. Moreover, Fahuni stated that the objective of teaching spoken language is the development of the ability to interact successfully in the language. And this involves comprehension as well as production. The next point of principle for theory for teaching speaking. According to Noonan, there are some principles of teaching speaking. First is be aware of difference between second language and foreign language in learning context. The next is give student chance to practice with both fluency and accuracy. Third is provide opportunities for students to talk by using group work or pair works. And the last is plan speaking tasks that involves negotiation for meaning. Moreover, Brown in his book It wrote a type of speaking performance as use a technique that covers spectrum of learner needs. Provide intrinsically motivating technique. Next, encourage the student out of authentic language in meaningful context. The next, provide appropriate feedback and correction. The next, capitalize on the natural link between speaking and listening. The next, give student opportunities to initiate oral communication. And the last, encourage the development of speaking strategies. Therefore, teaching oral skills requires a clear understanding of spoken language and encourage students to develop their oral skills naturally. In general, speaking skill emphasizes activities that make students active and innovative. The next point is strategy. The strategy is specific method for approaching a problem or task. a mode of operation to achieve certain goals, a plan designed to control and manipulate certain information. Then, the strategy as a solution that the teacher creates in creating a system area that occurs in the teaching and learning process. Teachers may experience difficulties during their action to make students understand the lesson. Then, they need creators to help them cope with the situation in class. Okay, the researcher also considered about types of strategy in teaching speaking. The first one is prepare talks. Prepare talks defined as an activity that is overdone by preparation tasks is preparing of presentation, where students can make the content delivered according to their choice. Such conversations are not designed for spontaneous or informal conversation. This strategy can be used for online learning classes, more precisely asynchronous class. The teacher asks students to prepare the conversation and then record it using a voice recorder, or can use the voice directly using the application used when the learning. The next point is brainstorm. Brown defines that brainstorm is a technique whose purpose is to initiate some sort of thinking process. And brainstorming helps cultivate student imagination, encourage group collaboration and creative thinking through spontaneous contribution from all group members. After get the point of view of things that they initiate, students report the result of brainstorm to classes. This can be conducted synchronous and asynchronous regarding the teacher and student switchability. The next is oral interview. According to Kahi, oral interview can be conducted with individual or pairs at all levels of language proficiency, and it is required no preparation on the part of the students. In class, interview can be conducted with discussion media, be it constructive with teacher and other students. However, students should prepare their own interview questions. Interview provide opportunities for students to practice their oral skills. Using synchronous class is more applicable in using this strategy. The next point is debate. According to Corbett, debating activities provide participants with exercise to use debate and draw logical conclusion from data provided. Besides that, the debate also helps train students to convey arguments smoothly. Debate can be held only synchronous class as they need to practice defense argument at the time. The next point, and it is the last point, is discussion. Behavior and Snowman state that the group discussion is collaborative learning where the teacher will let the student push themselves or to encourage the student to practice their English conversation in class. The discussion will help students learn to speak regularly because in a discussion, there will usually be a host or discussion leader who will allow the entire audience to speak. Discussion is more suitable to conduct in synchronous class. Okay, the last point in theoretical framework is online learning. Online learning is learning situation including synchronous and asynchronous device such as a handphone, computer, and laptop connected to the internet. The researchers consider about types of online learning. First, asynchronous. Asynchronous facilitated learners and teachers even when participants cannot be online at the same time. The synchronous type of learning will give flexibility to the teacher and student to elaborate on the learning. The media made use in asynchronous are WhatsApp group, Google Classroom, and more. The next point is synchronous. Synchronous means that the teacher and student have connection in the real time. Even they are not in the same area, the media make use for synchronous learning are Zoom and other real-time audio-visual connection. The next point is media platform. Online learning is a modern way to carry out learning. There are many media platforms that can be used to carry out online learning as follows. The first is Zoom. Zoom is a video communication platform that can provide meeting and webinars. Not only that things, Zoom also provides content sharing. Guseva said that Zoom is tools that allow English teacher to examine and explore the four English skills through communication. The next is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a learning medium created by Google, used to distribute material and tasks virtually. Google Classroom is a learning medium created by Google, used to distribute a material and tasks virtually. All the research conducted on Google Classroom have indicated a positive response from the students. Downloading materials and submitting assignments are the basis of this media platform. So, Google Classroom is an asynchronous type of media. The next and the last is WhatsApp. Utami said, a step teaching English on WhatsApp are teachers share a link or material in WhatsApp group, give the student time to understand the material. And finally, checking student understanding through online discussion using WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is a cheapest and a easiest platform might use in teaching. Best explanation above, this teacher can communicate with a whole number of students using WhatsApp. Moreover, the researchers believe that every student and teacher can operate this media platform. The next is previous related research. In the research of Novia Rinda Nurfadila with the title Teacher Strategies in Facilitating Students' Instructional Communication Through Seating Arrangement, this writing has similarities with the writer's research in analyzing the strategies of the teacher in conducting learning. However, she focuses on the facilitating student instructional communication through seating arrangement, while the writer focuses on analyzing teacher strategy in teaching speaking to students. The next is Sarjan, in her research with title An Analysis of the English Teacher Strategies in Teaching Reading Comprehension at the Second Grade Student of Junior High School, one of Warnomulyo, found that there were two procedures that the educator utilized is scaffolding and CARS, or question-answer relationship. The teachers utilized that technique since the understandee might know the meaning of the content and might get it of the content. The difference between her research and this research, who to of it conduct research about the teacher strategy. Otherwise, the difference of this research are contained in each specific research. Third is Aulia Nabila, with title The Teacher's Implementation of Distance Learning During the COVID-19 Pandemic at SMP 3 Beringin. She found how teachers implement learning during online learning. The similarities between the research and Aulia is the both researchers research about condition of learning that is carried out online. Besides the similarities, the different both of research contain of specific research. The researchers focus on speaking skills, while Aulia generally research only the implementation of learning during COVID-19. The fourth and the last of review related research is Wenis research with title EFL Teachers Strategies in Teaching Speaking at MTS Sunan Kalijogo, Sendang, Tulungagung. The researcher has similarities with Wenis research in analyzing the teacher strategies for teaching speaking. However, Weni inspects teacher strategy in natural condition of learning. Willis, the researcher, will conduct this research to investigate research strategy used by the teacher in teaching speaking during online learning. The next discussion is chapter 3. Research methods is contained about research design, research setting, data collection, trustworthiness, and data analysis. First point is research design. This research will use descriptive, qualitative, because it will focus on a certain phenomenon in the school environment. Qualitative research is defined as a research method that focuses on the data collection through communication open dialogue. This method involves not only people's stuff but also their why ideas. This study collected data by interviewing participants. In this research, the writer will apply the interview to subject about teacher strategy in current phenomenon. The next is research setting. In research setting itself has 2 points. The first point is research participant. According to Becker, in preparing research, researcher must determine the respondents to be studied. It is important to concern with the subject because they are the source of the get data. The researcher made criteria in choosing the subject. First, the affability of the subjects to be a part of this research, where it is the most important point in this study. Thus, the subject would be voluntary to interview. Second, the subject had experience with teaching at least 5 years or more in the school. Third, the researcher will focus to choose the 11th grade teacher as convenient with the topic research. Research setting, it also have research location. The researcher will conduct in SMK 3 Kota Jambi with interview the participant directly if it is possible. However, researcher will use WhatsApp voice calling to interview the participant. The location of the school can be found by using Google Maps, namely in Street Lingkar Barat 1 Kenali Asam Bawah, Kecamatan Kota Baru, Jambi. The next is data collection. The data will be collected with an instrument. The instrument of this research will use guideline interview to collect the data. The purpose of the research using the interview instrument is to see and answer the phenomenon of online learning at SMK Negeri 3 Jambi City. The result of the interview are also expected to be credible data where the researcher asks the participant experience directly. The interview in this study will use understand interview as best to collect the data. According to Sugiono, understanding interview is an independent interview in which the researcher does not use an interview guide that has been structured systematically. And completely for the data collection, the interview guide is only an outline of the problem to be asked. Based on explanation above, the researcher will arrange an outline point in order to make the interview keep in way deal with necessary data in this research. However, the researcher will use cellular phone or other platform in order to conduct the interview. If the teacher had to do the interview face-to-face, moreover, the interview will conducted one-on-one with the teacher. Thus, this interview will take a time around 5 to 15 minutes each participant. The things that will be prepared by the researcher to conduct interview are audio recording tools using either the researcher cell phone or other assistive device. Trustworthiness. To validate the data, the researcher used member checking. Member checking is the process of checking the data with research participants. The purpose of doing a member checking is to check information provided by participants to get conformity. Member check is to check the data that has been obtained by the participant of the research so that the data will be reported as desired of these participants. The step in conducting member checking is to provide the interviewee's interview transcript. Then the researcher let the teachers make a change if there is a sentence that is not under their desire. Or the teacher can also add information if there is data that has not been submitted during the interview. To check the document validity, the researcher will give the description of reports that have been analyzed to participant. Then allow participant to double check the truth of the result of the research description of the reports. The last point in chapter 3 is data analysis. In this study, researchers use descriptive analysis technique. Data analysis in this study is divided into 4 stages. They are coding, reduction, data, and data displaying, and conclusion. The first is coding. According to Creswell, coding is process of labeling data in which data labeling can be done by hand on computer. Thus, the researcher will cluster the information to make easier for researcher to classify the data. The second step of data analysis is data reduction. This is an iterative data reduction process. Reducing data means summarizing, choosing primary content, focusing on important content, and finding themes and forms. So we delete the unnecessary data to make it easy to conclude. The next of steps in analyzing data is displaying data. This is a process of presenting data in the form of tables or paper to make it easier to implement. Creswell states qualitative research provides visual, figure, tables as an additional to things. Before the researcher can conclude the study, displaying the data is important to make align with this descriptive analysis. Thus, the researcher is easy to conclude with no wide explanation in any way. The last stage on analyzing the data is conclusion. The conclusion is an idea reached at the end of the step in analyzing. In the other words, the conclusion is the result of this study. The research will conclude the data that already processed in coding, reduction, and displaying the data. That's the presentation about my thesis proposal entitled An Analysis of Teacher Strategies in Teaching Speaking Through Online Learning at 11th grade in SMK Negeri 3 Kota Jambi. Thank you for the nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.